anyone on Facebook, let us know. Give some thumbs or whatever the case. Whatever's there, you can give us. Instagram, same thing. Just if anyone's there, no, it doesn't seem like it. Okay.
All right, so let's go.
All right.
We
So
gave y'all time. Excuse our background noise. We got some work going on. So please excuse that.
I said a couple of things tonight. Actually, I was just talking to a friend of mine. For my Indy, thank you, and thank you, Indy.
Hey, Andy.
For my DC folks, if y'all heard of or know Kokomo, he's a good friend of mine. I've been friends over maybe like I don't know 20 years or so, whatever. Anyway, he came through because I know a lot of people know him as Kokomo the rapper, but he's an electrician by trade. So he came over, did some some electrician work today for us. And it kind of he just literally just went downstairs, but he left a jewel, right? That made me think about tonight. Destiny, right? It can be portrayed good or bad. Me and Ronnie talk all the time and say that, we feel this was destiny, right? Because nothing was planned, nothing was like everything just happened.
Boom, boom, boom.
I mean, we still question how, right?
Definitely.
So things like that make me feel like, it was destiny. But destiny can also go in a bad way. So the example he gave us is this dude was talking to a young lady, and it came across as he was talking kind of fast. Al, what's going on with you? Al, I got Kokomo at my house, Slim.
What's going on, Mama Mary?
And he went over there because he said the energy and the way it looked that it wasn't going well. So he went over there to diffuse the situation, and the gentleman said, "Ain't no much." The gentleman said, "Why did you stop Destiny?" Okay. But the way that he said the young lady energy is she was ready to snap back. So whereas he thought it was a positive destiny, it almost turned into a negative destiny, right? Because she was like, she had him so blocked out because whatever she was going through that day, whatever case may be, she was about to snap back, at this guy. But again, Kokomo stepped in and was like, I don't think she's feeling your energy type of thing. So sometimes you gotta let destiny happen. Just because we feel or think it's destiny, it may not be. So it could be just us. Because when destiny happens, it happens. But it happens. It can happen in a good way. It can happen in a bad way.
Mm-hmm.
And I know some people be like, bad things happen and things of that nature. But nah, sometimes you got to go through things. So you're destined to go through something negative, or something bad may happen, or whatever case may be. Not necessarily to attack you, but to help you grow. So I'm just speak for me. So certain failures, I guess I went through, I was destined to go through, right? But I think I was destined to go through because the way I was living my life and things like that. So I was destined to go south.
What's up, Ma?
So when I woke up, or whatever the case may be, I was still able to turn it around. So the way you're living, you're destined to go one way or the other. It all depends on how you're living your life and where you're trying to go. Only more. So that was it. And then that tied into, because the original topic we was going to talk about was
What's up, Thomas? It's my boy. Hey, Mama.
What was it, Ma? It just happened.
It just happened.
Okay. Kind of like destiny.
That's going to be our topic for tonight. Yeah. It just happened.
Right. So, like destiny, things just happen because, it'd be destined. So this came up, and it just happened. Like, again, going back to what I said with Ronnie and I, it truly just happened. Like, just happened. Which I feel it was destiny. If you go through a situation, some people go to a situation and they can fall in love or get with someone just like this, right? It just happens, literally. You can be in a long term relationship and something just happens and it goes away, right? It just
Just
happens.
happened.
Like, how do you handle those situations? It could be a friendship. You could be in a long term for somebody, college, high school, whatever. Everything was cool, and then all of a sudden, something happens. Whether you benefit or not, you still are learning. Exactly.
That's right.
Exactly. Thanks, Al. You could be the same friendship, whatever, 20 some years. That could have not spoken or whatever case, but something happened that you guys rekindled some type of friendship or bond or whatever.
And it's the thing that has, our mom talked about this with us about things and how they just happen. How many of you just wake up one day and you're not in the expectation of anything and the whole world just shifts that day? Again, Dre just randomly dropped some money in my Cash App for my birthday and that sparked a conversation that turned into a whole marriage. It just happened. So how many of you guys are in situations that just happened and you didn't see it coming? Go ahead, baby.
I didn't drop the money in for this. I just want you guys to know that.
He might
I didn't
have.
pay for this.
No. No, he was. Dre is one that supports everybody, and I had put a status out there about support, cash at me, da da da, and Dre. He supported me, and I was thankful of that. And then we reconnected because we had stayed connected for years and years and years. And then he realized, and I realized that I had moved back to Maryland because he was talking to me as if I was in Virginia, and I was like, "No, I'm back in Maryland." Then I was like, "Oh, I'm back in Maryland. We could hang out." So then that just happened.
So yeah, like I said, like she said, and with the topic, it just literally just happened. I never was one for love at first sight or quick marriages or quick relationships. I always pretty much kind of like paced it out. This just happened. Yeah. Everything, it went against everything that I ever was when it came to relationships. It was just totally everything about it. Like I said, it was just different.
This still is.
Yeah. So now I'm a believer. Like, it can happen. It literally can happen. You can meet someone and the connection is just there. So I don't shy away from it anymore. Jay, yeah, it's proof. You know what I'm saying? And with us, that's what we need. We need proof. It's sad, but sometimes I guess that's the lack of faith in this.
Comment on the floor.
I'll say if you can't recognize what happened, then it has to be a purpose, like a blessing. I agree.
I agree.
So yeah, I'm a firm believer that I can never go back and go against that. And again, I'm not saying it's for everybody, because again, I didn't believe into it. It just happened. So now I'm a believer.
And most of those times, like Al said, it's considered a blessing. Most of those times when you get those blessings, they're not actually for you. They're for someone else.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people miss that. Our marriage is for someone else. It's a walk-in living ministry, and people don't realize it. We definitely weren't expecting it at all, and we've been told by a lot of people most recently that we have been great examples for them, and we're like, well, we're newlyweds, but it just happened.
It just happened. So yeah, I'm a firm believer in that too. I've learned that a couple of years ago, late in my life, that sometimes our lives are not for us; it is for somebody else. We're just walking witnesses sometimes. Mm-hmm. So when you go through something, the key word is go through, right? Because someone's watching you go through it, and they need to see the outcome. So continue to go through it. Fight through it, whatever case may be, because there is light at the end of it. You know what I'm saying? And then someone could be great, go to the same thing, and they can be like, you know what? I seen such and such go through this. Boom, and they know how to handle it better. So, I just say this. So remind yourself when you about to go through something. I this don't be selfish and just shy it away or shut it up. Go ahead and go through it, because one's gonna make you stronger. You're gonna learn something from it, and guess what? And you're gonna help someone by going through it. Key word, y'all. Go through it. So, don't get stuck. Don't get we're gonna get frustrated because we're human. You know what I'm saying? We go but it always. I say this to Ron again, going over to the cooking thing. I quit cooking every
event. He'd be like,
I'm
what?
tired of this.
This ain't
my back
funny.
hurt. This ain't. I think of doing this. Maybe this ain't. But every time I go through it, it's successful.
Every time.
I mean, it's blessed. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that put myself on a pedestal, saying the best or whatever case is. But so far, each one I think that's going to go wrong has been so successful.
And I try to remind him of this every time. You try to speak the positive and say, babe, you've never gone wrong. This has never happened. No, the food's not going to be nasty. It never happens. Every event is always successful.
You blessed to have them skills.
He got skills,
yeah,
man. But God-given skills, not skills that he...
And you know what? I believe Cat Daddy was good with you.
Chef?
I believe we all have skills. You know what I'm saying? Because we all have purpose to be here. So we all have a skill. I couldn't sit here and tell you. I can't sit here and tell you what everyone's particular one, because I didn't know that this was I don't know if it's a skill, but more of a purpose, a gift, or whatever case may be. I didn't know that, and I cooked all my life, but never to the point of, this gonna be a career, or this what I should be doing. I just loved cooking.
And I love to eat it. It was so good.
So when it finally hit me a couple of years ago, but like, this is what you're supposed to be doing, right? And I didn't go into it thinking, I'm gonna do this and make money. I'm gonna be rich, because I figured it was a bigger purpose. You know what I'm saying? I think I got into food because food brings people together, just like comedy, music, things of that nature. So I think those are so powerful of gifts. Music, food, comedy, right? Because it makes you feel good. It brings people together. That's what I understood is why I'm doing this. Because like I said, everyone, I tell everybody, I never went to school. This is truly a gift. Because I couldn't tell you how I got here or doing this. And Rhonda says the same thing about, like, she didn't go to a singing school or whatever. She just is just a gift.
No, and I don't think I'm the best singer ever. Hey, sister.
Through everyday living, we must recognize the differences between general living and events that happen in our lives. That's from my man Al. Facts, passion. I'm with you. Crossing some people, that was from Cat Daddy, but this one is from Al. Crossing some people's path can be an event. You know what? I'm glad Al touched on that.
Definitely agree.
Because you know what I started doing a couple of years ago? Every time I encounter with someone, the first question I ask is, why am I?
Why am I?
What is the purpose? Because it has to be a purpose.
Definitely.
Because I don't just randomly run into people. It's always some type of connection.
No, I'm not, Tara.
So, I question that every time I meet someone. I was in restaurant Depot today, and this Jamaican guy we both were sitting there waiting for them to drop the chicken, and conversation sparked up. Kind of find out, hey, he owns a Jamaican restaurant. He invited me out to his restaurant. Everyone knows I'm trying to grow a team, and one of the guys on my team is Jamaican, right? So first thing I did connect was with him. I was like, wow, I would love to take Dre here, so they can connect and things of that nature. But I at this point in time where I think I'm going in my life, I think everyone I run into is a connection.
It's ridiculous. Yeah, we just got some work done in our basement, and the guy that came to look at it, Dre and him ended up talking a long time last night, and he called us to check in on us today, wanted to, have further connection with us. We went to see Dre's cousin. Dre's cousin hooked us up with a group of people that also are relationship coaches, and they do a show every week 15,000 followers, and they are now our mentors. Just from somebody saying, "Hey, come watch my cousin, come check my cousin out." It's like every single person has a purpose, whether it's for a reason, a season, or a lifetime.
Yeah, 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 and I'm believing, like, again, the older I get, and closer to me understanding the purpose. I do believe that we all here for something.
Even your pain,
Yeah,
even your pain has
yeah.
a purpose. I know sometimes it just doesn't look like it, because a lot of people say, they're dealing with all this stuff, and oh my goodness, why is it me? Why is this happening? But every single situation leads to a path of brightness. It might not look like it when you're in it, but just know that. I know that for a fact to be true from my own experiences.
So, Cat Daddy said, "See that the things God bring people your way, cause your soil is pure.
Pure
so
soil.
God brings them in your life." Hey, Cat Daddy, you better preach, boy.
Keep preaching.
My man, Al,
Pass the plate.
Right. I think we are guaranteed at least 5 events a year that we must take advantage of or categorize it in its proper place. I like that, Al.
5 events a year that
I
we
like
must
that.
categorize in its proper place.
I'm
And,
Okay.
and if you don't have 5 events a year,
You might have overlooked
you
it.
might have overlooked those
Yeah.
events.
Because you know what? Then you sit back. You sit back sometimes and you think about that. You let's just say, let's recap. So we in the new year. We look at 2019. Like, what events happened in 2019 that you can sit back like, wow. You know what I mean?
We have so many.
So
We could write a book.
yeah. So you're right, but not 20 for us. Well, for me, 2019 went like that. It was a
Very,
blur,
very,
right?
very fast.
But now that Al has brought that up, I do. It makes me look back like, wow, it might have been more than 5 events, but
We had more than 5 events in 2019. It was a blur, but yeah, it was amazing.
yeah, that we can categorize that one that we can just like, what they did, boom, boom, boom.
And it's happening now. It's 2020. It's only the 7th day. And baby, can you honestly say we've been boom, boom, boom? Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! We've been like that since the year started.
Yeah.
It's like
and
it's
it
happening
just
again.
happened.
Yeah.
Things just has been happening. But we have to make sure that just because things happen, let's not take it for granted.
Ever.
Yeah.
And make sure that you're walking in expectation. Sometimes, people hold their heads down, or they say things have been going bad. I'm okay, But whether things are not well or not looking good, walk in that expectation and work towards it, because it will happen.
Yeah.
Like, we came in like, oh, it's going down this year. We gonna do this. We about to do this. And when I say stuff just starts smacking us in the face, like, oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
We'll take it.
No one said it was gonna be easy,
No, it's not easy.
but trust the process.
And remember, everybody's story came from somewhere.
That God working with you. Hey, Ma, man, I'm trying, man. I'm just trying to be right. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, just know that there's something out for you. There's something out there for you. And the sad part about it, believing that, you already have it. You just haven't awoken that thing.
That's right.
Right. So sometimes be careful, because you can go looking at everybody else's windows or another window period, and miss the door. You walk right past the door that is yours to go in, because something looked brighter, or that door looked dirty, or whatever. So you're gonna just bypass it. Be mindful of that. Be mindful of it, because when you walk past the door, something in your gut probably like, check this door. But see, your flesh is like, nah, the door dirty. I ain't messing.
I've been through that door before. I ain't going through that door again.
Right.
Like, you don't know.
We are as the zenith of our initial intent. We are the zenith of our initial intent. Yeah, I believe that too. But we have to accept that. We have to understand that we are in control. Like we have been granted control. You just gotta take advantage of it. So you can never say you can't do something. Now I'm not saying you can do everything because there is something, that thing, and for some people those things that you are supposed to do. But they may not feel good to you. You know what I'm saying? They might not be pretty. You know what I'm saying? You don't see where the riches, earthly riches are in it. So you like, you know what I'm saying? Like again, I'm not in this to be a billionaire. You know what I'm saying? A millionaire, whatever. Like I said, even if I don't open a restaurant, if I can sow a seed in someone else and help them do it, I'm good.
And you know what? We're on the
really
same page, because even if I don't become a platinum gospel recording artist, if I could save a soul or save a life, that's what I'm here to do.
Yeah.
You know?
K Daddy says, see, that's what Steve Harvey said, when you're pure, can't nothing stop God and his purpose for you. You didn't meet your wife by accident. You needed her for your vision. Yo, Cat Daddy, stay out of that house, boy. You know what I'm saying? Because we talk
about that all the time. Yeah,
I agree. That's your helper. You couldn't do the thing you're doing without her and God. I stamped that, bro. Me and Ronnie had this conversation maybe a couple of days ago, whatever, and I said I understand now where we.
Mistakes can be the best learning experience. Kokomo, you better preach down in the basement.
Right. Hey, Kokomo, you're absolutely right.
You are absolutely right.
And that's what people don't understand. I don't believe in losing. I believe in learning. So when you go through a situation and it seemed like you failed, you didn't fail. Learn from it.
Trust me, because if I didn't go through all those horrible situations, I wouldn't understand when great was happening for me.
Ma said, you can't look in another person's window and expect the same thing. Exactly.
Oh, that's what Ma? What's going on?
Exactly.
Ma is preaching today.
Exactly.
So what were you about to say? We talk about what all the time?
No, Cat Daddy was saying about he said something about needed or whatever. I understand that would I've been here without Ronnie, God's way is God's way. So maybe, you know what I'm saying? But connecting with Ronnie, did it make it smoother? Did it make it easier? There's been things I've been doing for years by myself, right? And I've just been moving along, But I swear to you, this connection it excelled the process. There's things that has been accomplished since this connection happened that I don't think it would have happened if it wouldn't happen as fast. If the connection wouldn't happen,
and it
wouldn't have happened as smoothly if this connection didn't happen.
Let me say this, and not just for his side, but also on my side in my prayer time. God is letting me know the things that I have to do to support him, because he has something great that he is getting ready to embark upon, and there are things that I need to do to ensure that he gets there, because it's not about us.
You know what? I'm telling you something that's funny. I ain't never seen nobody fight you against you, right? Yeah. So I can have second guess, right? I realize now that I'm more cautious in life than Ronnie is, right? Mm-hmm. I can have great, again, she'll tell you, great ideas, right? But I'm like, yeah, but she like, okay, that sounds great. Boom. She already put the wheels in motion. I'm like, to a point where she put the wheels in motion so fast that I have no choice but to get on board. You know what I'm saying? 1 second. Al said, it's not about winning or losing. That's correct. It's more about being able to participate. I agree.
Nice.
Hey, Sonia.
Hey, what's up, Sonya? That stuff I put into action, though. Don't let Dre fool you, because he is cautious and careful, and so am I. But once I hear what he talks about, my mind is turning. Okay, is that going to work? Yeah, we could probably do that. Okay. Then I'm researching while he's talking. Half the time, I've already researched all this mess, trying to figure out the good, the bad, the ugly, and da 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 da. Da. And he'll tell you he has so many ideas. They're wonderful. When it's a bad idea, I tell him like, oh, I don't think that's gonna work. But when it's something that is great and it's something that's gonna be backed by the power up there, I'm on it, and we gonna do it. And ain't nothing gonna stop us from doing it. We're gonna figure out what we need to get, what we're gonna do, how we gonna do it, how fast we can do it, and we're gonna get it done. Dre be like, man, what you mean we already did that?
Yo, I've been getting some days. I'm thinking we're having a general conversation. Then the next day, I just get a text or email or something about information she didn't already researched or whatever with dates. Like, this is okay, we can do this here and then. I'm like, what are you talking about? You like, the conversation we had last night? Right. So da da da. I'm like, God. But in some instances, I need that. Because at some things, when you're destined to do something, you can be your worst enemy. And I've realized, again, dealing with Ronnie, that I have been my worst enemy. Nobody has ever stopped me from doing anything but me. I've realized that now. She she's has she has brought out of me the, we go around and say we kings and we this and that, but she has brought out the true belief. Like, I really truly believe that now. You know what I'm saying? Before I thought it, 'cause that's what we supposed to say. But now can't nobody tell me that I'm not. You know what I'm saying?
You the man. This is my baby. This is my baby. He's the man.
So, but when you finally get that out, truly know it, man, sky's the limit. Like, I know I can't be stopped now, right? And this is not me bragging. It's not, I'm like, this is how we should be. You know what I'm saying? You can call yourself royalty and kings and that we call it, even the queens or whatever y'all call. Then live up to it. Like, don't be afraid. And
walk
she has,
in it.
yeah. So she has shown me, because again, we some of us, we have to see it. Like, we don't believe. Like, and I sometimes in some situations that you are your worst critic. Yes, I am, and I'll pray. I just want to ask if you both can keep my husband in prayer. He is having a serious issues with his heart. The devil has really been working over him over time lately, and we really need all the prayers we can get. Yes,
Absolutely.
Indy. Absolutely,
Absolutely.
Indy. Absolutely. And for those who's on here, this is for those who believe in prayer and things of that nature. We have a friend of ours, a family, Indy. Her husband's going through some things. If you can put up a prayer,
Please. For the Pritchard family.
for the Pritchard family. Yeah. So again, I thank her for bringing that out of me. Now, once it's come out, you got to do something with it, and so now I got to be better at being more forthgoing with the ideas and plans and things of that nature. But it's great to have someone to bounce it off of. You know what I'm saying?
And you know what, baby, thank you. I appreciate that. Not only is he feeling that way, but I'm feeling that way as well. There were some things that were broken in me, things that I should have been walking in, and he has brought a lot of stuff out of me. Even though I am ready to go, I'm ready to back him up at all times. He does the same. He holds me up whenever I even second guess a little bit. He like, oh no, sit down. Let me tell you about yourself. He's always speaking greatness into me, and just even when I feel like I'm down, it's just not happening. What, babe?
No, Al said Ro recognizes your greatness, and you just said something about greatness. That's why I was laughing.
Yeah. He Dre definitely does that for me. I've recognized Dre's greatness since we were friends. And I was always in his corner. He'll tell you that. I always like, oh, Dre, you found that guy. Always been excited for him. So as his wife, it's not hard for me to recognize that because I knew that as his friend.
Yeah. I say that. So again, I can chalk this up as what I believe is destiny, and it just happened.
When the sky is the limit, heaven is in the palm of your hand.
All right, hey, I'm
Kokomo,
gonna tell
you
y'all.
might as well come on upstairs.
Look, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Again, for if y'all in the DMV, Al, I know you not in Texas, but you know Kokomo. Slim, this dude been spitting Jews for the longest I've known him. People think he be playing and whatever, and now, like I said, he be doing this little rap or whatever. But I remember Kokomo used to write poetry, right? And I'm talking about people used to pay him to write. Hey man, me and my girl going through something here. I'm telling you. So
Kokomo,
hey Kokomo, straight up
come
though.
Up here and spit around.
That's real. That's real talk, Kokomo. And look, I know.
Like walk up the steps.
God put you two together to challenge each other.
Yes, I agree. Yeah. Because we are so much alike and we are also so very different.
Yeah.
And we definitely challenge each other. We show each other ourselves. And then we both realize it like, oh, that's me. I do that.
Right.
You know? Right. And so it's interesting.
Yeah.
It's an interesting thing.
My wife watching too.
Look who. Hey, Kokomo's wife. Look who got in the building.
She just said she watching.
Oh.
But, hello, Robin.
Hey, baby.
So this is Kokomo. He down here spitting them.
No, I'm not.
Hey,
I'm
Al.
working. I'm here working.
Al, look.
He working and spitting
Well,
and watching.
Al on Instagram.
Hey, Al, what's up, man?
He working and watching our show. Who does that?
Al put.
Oh, man. Oh.
The Al right there. He said, "What's up, Coach?"
What's up, Al?
Yeah. So.
What's up, Slim? Hey, I want to tell everybody, much love, y'all. Be thankful for what you got. Be happy for the moment. And wifey, I love you. I'll see you later.
Real love. That's real love, man. So yeah, you know, keep being encouraged. Stay encouraged. You know, I am truly thankful and truly grateful for my partner. He is the true definition of a partner, and I needed him. Yeah. I needed him, and I didn't know I needed him. This is from what do you call it, babe? What did you used to call me? The woman.
What?
Strong woman.
Hear me roar.
Hear me roar.
Oh yeah.
He used to call me woman. Hear me roar. So this is coming from that woman. Hear me roar. I didn't know I needed this, and everything in me needed this, and I'm so grateful for the growth in me. You know that this man has brought to me. I'm grateful, truly.
I did a second that. Hey Mecca. Yeah, Mo. Hey Mo, man, you tripping. Hey, but I'm gonna let y'all know. I know. Again, everybody know him from Coconut Rap, but that electric work. If y'all need that electric work, get at the boy. I'm telling you, this man.
He just lit us up.
Just blessed us, and he got some more stuff. He come to finish up and all that. But
he is
that electric work. You need some electric work. He got you. I'm telling you. But yeah, so that was it. It tied into the topic actually came from my mom, and Kokomo, right? We just combined them two because it kind of went together. My mom's thing was about it just happened, and then with the destiny. So I thought they just tied in. So that's how we came with it, and it was good. You know what I'm saying? Brought out some stuff in both of us because it made sense. It just happened. But just remember, destiny and it just happened. It's not always good. It's not a feel-good moment at all times. Right. Sometimes it just happened, hurts.
Yeah.
That destiny, there's destined in failure, You're destined to fail, but remember that in failure, you can learn from it. It's not a loss, it's a learning moment. So don't ever give up on your dreams. If you feel like you haven't found that thing, one thing my daughter told me one time, she said she wished she had what I had. And I was like, what do you mean? She said, you found your passion. And she said, I don't know what I want to do. But at this point, I don't think any of my kids know exactly but I understand because I didn't know until I was in my 30s that I was like,
Yeah.
I'm going to be cooking. So I want to cook. I didn't know. Again, a couple of people, I don't know if I said this before, who got me into it. I felt it always. My brother-in-law, has a catering company called Taste to Remember. Kind of started me a little bit, and then I teamed up with my man Tony, who usually comes on here, Kingdom Culinary Group, Mean on the Grill, my man Nitty. So once I got that bug, and then I started building a network of seeing these guys work. And that was, of course, introduced to Chef JR of Kitchen Crave, no, and gave me the opportunity to actually get in the kitchen and run kitchens. And I knew this is what I wanted to do because it burned. I mean, it burned. You know what I'm saying? That just, I mean, man. So sometimes we have to be in them positions. We have to go through that to find out. Chef Kwame of Kith and Ken said that that's what he did. He said he went to the hardest, one of the hardest restaurants to work in, and just walked in the door. Was like, this is gonna make me or break me. And there he is. They got him listed as the top upcoming chef in the country, right? But he knew what he wanted, so he had to challenge himself to understand if this really what I needed to be doing. And James Beard Award winner, restaurant on all magazines all over the country. But he didn't give up.
And you know what? There is nothing that you can't do. You see these great people out here doing things. They were also somebody that thought that they couldn't do it at one point. We are all just people. There isn't any, anything extravagant about each of us. We are all people, and every single one of us can do whatever we wish to do.
Al said, with destiny, is a question, y'all. It said, with destiny, should we be neutral to the outcome?
Oh, okay. You know
yes.
what?
I'm gonna say
would
yes.
say yes.
The reason I'm saying is because when it comes to destiny, we don't know the outcome, so we have to be neutral because you're not gonna know it. It wouldn't be destiny. So I'm gonna say yes. Bones, what's good with you?
What's up, Bones?
So yeah, I'm gonna say yes. I mean, yes, we have to be neutral. Because we don't know the outcome. That's why it's called destiny. So we have to accept what comes our way. Now, what you do with the outcome is something different. Again, some people had an outcome that goes south that you didn't like. You know what I'm saying, or didn't feel good to you, so you just run away. You know what I mean? Some people see something a good outcome, right? And then they run with it and not understanding that even though it's a good outcome, it's still work to be done. Because I could be showing you just this piece, and if you run with this piece, you're gonna miss the next piece that I had in line for you. So that's just me.
What Small say?
You just have to believe in yourself and want it bad. Exactly. I had to understand that more and for what I wanted. You know what I'm saying? Like, did I really want this? And as I see my business growing, like I feel like, yeah, this is what I should be doing, and it's gonna be great because I'm not doing it for just self. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I think it's gonna be great. But yeah, man.
We lost Facebook. It's
lost
being
Facebook.
Unresponsive.
All right, so I want to thank everybody. I got an all-nighter to pull again tonight, y'all. So I got back-to-back events. I'm be tired. But thank y'all for coming on, joining us as always. Appreciate you, family. Hey, any topics anybody might have, man, DM us. Let us know. Brother, you been A1 from day one. Hey, Bones, I appreciate you, bro. I really do. We got to get up, man. It's been a minute. You can't want it for someone more than they want it for yourself.
Facts.
That's the Bible. That's the word right there, Mecca. You can't want it for someone more than they want it for themselves. Exactly. You can't help nobody, don't want to help themselves. You know. So yeah, I agree with that. I appreciate you. I Mecca, appreciate you.
Andy will be praying for you and yours. Please, guys, say a prayer for the Pritchard family. And we love you guys. Welcome to 2020. Make it count, all right?
All right, you guys. Good night.
Good night.
No.
Why are you doing that to me?